Good evening. Good evening, everyone. It's Brandy Joy here. Brandy Joy with your weekly forecast. So if you haven't picked A, B, or C yet, please pick A, B, or C, and I will pull some cards for you and tell you about your week. It doesn't matter what week you're watching this, actually, as long as you just pick A, B, or C and listen up. The universe will definitely bring you to my video when it's time for you to hear this particular message. So I hope everybody's doing okay with these crazy aspects we have going on. We do have Saturn and Venus and Pluto in conjunction. So this week is very intense. It's been leading up for a little while. With that full moon that we had in Virgo, all this stuff that's going on is kind of bringing things out of people, triggering people a whole lot, creating a lot of discord, a lot of, up in the air type of stuff going on. All right, so you're probably feeling those energies, and if not, good for you. Let's definitely pull some cards on it and see what's going on for you, though. Okay, so thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Brandy Joy with Brandy Joy TV. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, so make sure you follow me if you want to know what's going on, because I do weekly updates and pick a card, and then I also have live webinars, and we're going to be doing a tarot webinar coming up in March, and then in April we'll be doing another soulmate one. So I hope you'll join me for that. It's always a lot of fun. I tend to get so excited that I go for a lot longer than I should. I schedule them for like an hour and end up with 2 hours. I'm going to try to scale that back a little bit, try to keep them at an hour and a half from now on. I get excited about spiritual content and ascension work. So, yeah. Anyways, pick A, B, or C. Thanks for joining me, everybody. If you want to find out more, you can even book me if you'd like. I am taking appointments right now. I have a few days that are open this month. So if you would like to set something up in the next few weeks, I do have a couple of days up. Not too many, but I think I have like 3 left. So you can book me if you want to get a tarot reading. I do 30-minute tarot readings. I do hour-long readings, including astrology. And I also do past life regression work because I'm a hypnotist. I'm a clinical hypnotist, and I specialize in regressions. That's always been my passion since 2005. So if you'd love to do that with me, I work with you online. So I have a little video conferencing system that we use, and I've been doing that a long time. So hello, hello. I see a lot of B's and some C's. Lots of B's on there. Oh my goodness, you guys. Hi, love and light to you. Thanks so much for joining. Okay, you ready? I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards now. I like to make sure we shuffle them really good before we pull them. Oh, and I do want to say something really quick. I want to say thank you to Sam and Pam for this beautiful quilt that they made me. They sent it to me this week. I just got it in the mail, and it is absolutely gorgeous. They used the World Tarot card from the Rider-Waite deck, and you can see that they quilted, like they made it like in the likeness of me, I should say, right? It was really cute. I was like, oh my God, she has like pink and purple hair. And then if you look really close at it, you can see that I'm a Cancer, right? And so they made a moon right here as the belly button. I don't know if you can see that really, but I thought that was really freaking cute. And there's all the symbols all over. It's just beautiful. So thank you, ladies. I just love it. I know that you that follow me on like Facebook and Instagram probably saw a picture of it today. I was posting it. Yeah, I know. It was so thoughtful, right? Oh my gosh. Like, amazing. Okay, so you ready? A, B, or C? Here we go. Take a deep breath. A. Woo! A. Oh my goodness. You got the Tower card. Woo! That is a big one. And then we have your advice cards are the Justice card. Okay. And I'll interpret these in a few moments. Got to pull them all first. There we go. And, ooh, 5 of Wands. That makes sense for that Tower card if you choose A. And we have B. All right. A lot of people are picking B, so let's see what's going on. Ooh, Judgment. Okay, that's another major arcana card. Y'all, you have major arcana cards all over the place in here. This is crazy. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Page of Swords for our Bs. And we have the Lovers, another major arcana card, another destiny card, another karmic contract card. And that makes sense with the Saturn, Venus, Pluto conjunction that we have going on. Karma, karma, karma everywhere, right? Lots of triggers, lots of karma, lots of transformations going on, especially in terms of your Venusian qualities, which have to do with self-love and love with others and in terms of projections and things like that, right? Let's do C. Ready? Okay. Here we go. The Magician, another major arcana card. Can you believe this? This is amazing. And you can see me picking them. So I didn't set this up at all. 7 of Wands. All right. And we finally have, I'm feeling something right there. The 6 of Swords. Okay. So let's read these cards. Okay. So if you chose A, we have the Tower card. The Tower card shows that you have a crisis going on this week, okay? So something is going to come to light. It's like you've built up this big wall, right? You've built up this big gray wall of delusion, you know, illusion and delusion, and it's like what you wanted to see. It was like, okay, so a good example of this, I was in a relationship one time years ago, and I thought it was great. I was like, oh, this relationship's great, so good, you know, and I didn't see it for what it was. I didn't see what was really going on energetically with the relationship. And so I thought it was wonderful. And then all of a sudden, I dreamed of the tarot. I dreamed of the Tower card. And when I dreamed it, it was like the wall was falling down, you know, this big wall that I had built up came falling down. And then all of a sudden, I found out the next day that my relationship was not what I thought it was. You know, a year into it, and all of a sudden, oh my God, I had like a huge wake-up call. And that's what this card shows, is a wake-up call. It says, you know that big wall that you built up, you've been building this big tower, and you thought it was something? Well, you put a lot of energy in something, and you're about to have a crisis over it. Okay, so this week is going to be a little bit of a crisis week for you. Okay, so there's going to be some type of shock, right? There's going to be a surprise, and you know, sometimes people say that it could be a good surprise. I guess you could say it in the context that, hey, I didn't see it for what it was, so maybe it was a good surprise that I had to know, right? You could say it that way. It doesn't feel good at the time, but you're going to have a bit of a shock this week, or a crisis. So if you're not already in it, it looks like you're going to have a little bit of a shock, okay? Be prepared for that. Do some good meditation this week, right? In fact, you got the Justice card, and the Justice card is about balance. And so it's giving you the advice this week that you need to make sure you balance yourself, okay? You see Justice has the eyes open in this card, and so it's about opening your eyes to the truth, right? And she has the Sword of Truth right here, and she has the Scales of Balance, which show mind, mental, like, understanding and opening the eyes and really weighing things out and saying, okay, is this for my highest good, right? Is this for my highest good is the big question here, right? So this shock that you're going to get, it might not be a horrible shock, but for some of you, it might be a really bad shock, okay? But this Justice card is saying that you need to balance yourself this week. You need to weigh, you need to open your eyes to the truth, and you need to weigh the scales, all right? So make sure that you're meditating on this Justice card this week. This is the big card for you in terms of your advice, okay? So this is the card that you really need to meditate on. Close your eyes, you know, after we get off this podcast, and just close your eyes and then just, you know, meditate on the Justice card. If you have one yourself, it would be great for you to look at it first and then meditate on it. If not, you really need to meditate though. And you need to meditate on what you need to open your eyes to. Because it's better to get it from spirit than to get it sometimes in the physical world first, you know? Because when spirit tells you, it's a little more of a gentle shock. It's like, oh, I saw that coming at least. balanced, right? So make sure you're doing some meditation this week and a lot of balancing work. You also have the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands says tension is in the air this week, okay? But it's also saying that, you know, this is an advice card, right? So it's saying that even though there's a lot of differences here, and even though there's a lot of tension this week for you, it's not like you're getting the death card and that would mean like there's a huge ending, right? This is more just tensions. This is more just, oops, you know, like I didn't realize that. And now I have to deal with it this week, right? So there's going to be a little bit of chaos in your life this week. It might already be hitting you, okay? And this is something that you might have already had happen this week. It might have already come about, especially with this conjunction, Saturn stuff, Pluto stuff going on right now. This might have already happened to you over the weekend because this weekend was very intense, right, energetically. So these triggers are already happening. So, you know, if you've already had this crisis, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, just make sure you're meditating because you're going to need to handle it in a good way because you got the Five of Wands, which shows there's tension, there's stress, and there's chaos coming your way this week. So make sure that you're dealing with it spiritually and properly for yourself because you don't want to end up, you know, in a really bad place. You don't want to end up not sleeping and feeling like crap, right? Make sure you're taking care of yourself this week because there is a shock this week. There is a crisis for you this week that you're dealing with, okay? If you chose A, make sure you're doing your work. Okay, so let's see. We have the Judgment card for our Bs. If you chose B, right, you got the card of Judgment. And the card of Judgment has a few layers to it, right? It's a major arcana card. And this card is showing that you need to have good judgment this week. It's showing that there's like a renewal, a rebirth happening, okay? So you need to have some good discrimination. You need to have some really good judgment. You need to make sure that you're using the judge within you this week, right? We all have the judge. We all have the judge within us. And it really wants you to experience this rebirth in a way of good judgment. So this week is like a time of renewal, a time of rebirth in a way. Okay, so you're going through something in terms of renewal, rebirth. It could be that maybe you've been very sick and you didn't know what was wrong with you, or maybe somebody close to you, right? And now all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, this is what was wrong with me. I need to take these vitamins or I need to eat this way. And so you're having this like rebirth this week. And it's telling you really use that good judgment and make sure you're discriminating for yourself and make sure that whatever is going on, if it's a relationship, that you are using your good judgment, that you are discriminating, you are, you know, breaking it down and saying, okay, is this really the best for me? Is this for my highest good? You know, and ask yourself those questions this week because this card tells you you need to have good judgment this week. And it says that there's a rebirth going on for you this week. Okay, and then you've got the Page of Swords. Okay, and the Page of Swords is a card of the student. Okay, so the student card is about you learning something. Okay, it's about you really growing in terms of your mental energy, your mental body. Okay, so you're going through this like you need to have good judgment. So you got another card in terms of mental energy, right? And this is the young mental energy. And so, you know, being young and youthful, sometimes we can be a little bit immature about it, right? So it's telling you to be more of a student. It's telling you to think back maybe to deal with this issue in this renewal and rebirth. Think back to a good book you read or think back to a course you took or a mentor you listened to. So it's advising you to be the student and to use your judgment in terms of being a student this week. Okay, so using things that you've learned, using your knowledge, you know, this is very much a mental week for you, okay, if you chose B. So make sure that if you are in a course, you know, that you're actively really taking it on. And if somebody's advising you or mentoring you or whatever, listen to them, right? Really think with good judgment this week and be the student and use your knowledge this week. So this, you know, this one is very much about the mental for you if you chose B. Now we also have the Lovers for B. Now the Lovers card is also about choice. A lot of people say it's a Gemini card, right? Because it's about choices, it's about that mental energy again, right? But this is a major arcana card. And you can see, I always point this out whenever I read this card, typically, I guess, is that you can see he's looking at her in lust, and she's looking up at the angel to make choice. So he's making his choice based on physical lust and animal nature, and she's making choice based on what spirit is saying, right? She's going to the higher self, the angel realm, and asking for guidance and trying to make the choice, right? So do you make your choices this week and use your judgment based on instinct, urges, and animal nature? There's nothing wrong with that if you do, but it could set you back in certain ways, right? Or are you making your good judgment in terms of spirit? For instance, let's say that you have a business, right? And that's what's going on this week for you. And, I was using vitamins and stuff earlier, but how about business? Let's say that you are working on a business, but you're working on it for money and you're just focused on the money, right? You're really worried about the money. That will block you, that urge to make money, that animal nature of need is going to block you from, and you'll just do it yourself, right? Because you'll feel like an underlying second chakra guilt that you're not doing it for the higher good, for your life purpose, for helping others and your gifts, right? You're just thinking about the money, and that will hold you back from progressing in your business, right? So if you want to progress in your business, go to the higher truth, go to your spirit, go to meditation and listen to your higher guidance and your spirit guides and say, I'm doing this for the higher good. I'm doing this for my higher good. I'm doing this for others' higher good. How can I do this for others' higher good? And the more that you're focused on giving, the more that you're focused on your gifts and other people's gifts and inspiring and educating and doing things like that and helping others and helping maybe your team if you have a business with a team, right? The more that you're worried about others and the more that you're worried about, the good things that are more the, higher stuff, then the money will come, right? So make your discriminations, your judgments, use your knowledge this week, but focus it on the higher, focus it on your purpose, your gifts, but not in terms of the lower animal instinct stuff. Think about it in terms of the gifts that you have and what you can do to spread more joy to others and what you can do to share your gifts and to have others, inspire others to share gifts and things like that. So whatever it might be, try to think of it in that higher realm, right? And that's the spiritual realm. And that's the realm of really helping everyone ascend, right? Okay. So that was B. So a lot of you chose B, I think. Yeah, love and light to you. All right, y'all ready for C's? Okay. So we've got the Magician card. All right. The Magician card is a card of manifestation, right? Okay, so this card is really saying that this week is a good week for you to manifest. This is a good week for you to use your willpower, your energy, right, to manifest things and to make things really happen. This is a great week for you energetically if you chose C. Okay, this is really great. This is awesome, actually. I'm feeling really good energy for my C's. I'm feeling like, you have this ability this week to really, really make things happen. The Saturn, Venus energy stuff is really affecting you in a good way. Okay, now maybe you're dealing with some stuff, I don't know, but it's telling you, the universe wants you to know that this week is actually like, hey, here's the energy, you're going to use it right. So this is actually going to be a really good week for you if you chose C. Now it's showing here the Seven of Wands, okay? And the Seven of Wands is a card of like the Lord of Valor, the Lord of having to stand up and be strong. So you have that gift of energy this week, that magician energy, but it's also saying that, you need to make sure that you put on a good fight this week, okay? So it's saying that you need to stand up and you need to fight for what you know is right for you in your life because, this energy is very good for you to make things happen. happen, to manifest this week. So again, you've got a good card for saying, use your power. You know, use your power. Tap into your power this week. Right. Yeah, you're really feeling it. I can feel that. It's just like an open energy. And then we have the Six of Swords. It looks like you are moving out of rough waters, okay? So it's telling you to keep going, to keep moving, because you're moving out of the rough waters. So if you chose C, this is a good week for you, okay? You have the ability, you have the energy, right? And you know, this is a great week for you to leave a situation if you need to. All right, this is also a card of leaving, and I'm getting that. I'm getting leaving. I don't usually say that for this card, but every once in a while I get that. And so I'm seeing you leaving a situation, or maybe leaving behind a project or something that you don't need anymore. Maybe a person, a thing, a place. But I'm seeing people leave, okay? But also this is a good card for you manifesting good things, okay? Because it really shows you moving out of rough waters. So this is a great week for you if you chose C. Now, it might be hard at first or something, I don't know, but you're definitely getting some good cards for power, manifesting, moving out of rough waters, leaving a situation behind that you don't need anymore, that doesn't serve you. Okay, so for my C's, you're going through some Pluto stuff, it looks, right? Pluto is transformation. B's, you're going through Pluto stuff too. A's, you're going through some serious like Saturn stuff, okay? So there is some stuff going on. These are all three major arcana cards for the three of you this week. So major transformations in play, major energies in play this week. Use them wisely, do lots of meditation, do good spiritual work, and make some good things happen for yourself this week. Keep your energy up, keep your vibe up, right? All right, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Brandy Joy with Brandy Joy TV and 5 courses. So if you want to learn anything from me or get a reading, let me know. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next Monday, same time, same place. I'm always live on Monday nights, but I will also, in the future here, in the very near future, I'm going to start posting more videos on YouTube again as well, and building up more video quality for all of you. So I haven't been doing that in a long time. I've been just focused on readings on live, but I want to get back into video creation. I missed that, and I always had a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to do more of that coming up. So thanks so much for joining me, and y'all have a great rest of your week. So thanks for joining me. Bye, everybody. Love and light to you. Oh, thanks. Bye.